Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a jeera fried rice and a creamy spicy chickpea curry to go with that. So let's start cooking. So first we're going to be making our jeera fried rice. I have cooked my rice. I've got 1 cup of long grain basmati rice that I've cooked. It has cooled down. It's important to allow it to cool so it does not get mushy. Then our star ingredient, I've got a teaspoon of whole jeera, 75 grams of butter ghee, 1 large onion sliced, 3 stems of curry leaf, 1 large chili diced. Then I've got cinnamon sticks, bay leaves and clove. I also added some cinnamon sticks in the rice when that was cooking, and then I've got salt to taste. So this is going to go pretty simple and quick, so let's start cooking. I've got a medium pan on the stove and my flame on high, and my ghee is quite solid. I had it in the fridge, but it's going to melt pretty quickly. We're just going to allow this to melt, and in the meanwhile we could add our jeera in here and just let the jeera to cook in the ghee at least for a minute or two, just to release its natural flavors. You could use butter or cooking oil, sunflower or ever if you like, but ghee gives it a different taste. So now I'm ready to add our onions, chili and curry leaves. Just going to give this a mix. I'm going to add a little bit of salt at this point. Also adding our bay leaf, clove and cinnamon stick. And really this only needs 5 minutes to cook. So we're just going to continue cooking until this is golden brown. Our onions is now cooked. We don't want them to burn. Ready to add our rice now. Going to add a little bit more salt here. I've already added salt to the rice when we're cooking. Just going to give this a mix. And I'm going to turn the heat down and allow this to cook and absorb flavors for only 5 minutes. So our jeera rice is now cooked. We're just going to set aside while we cook our chickpeas. So the ingredients we will be using today for our chickpeas masala fry, I've got 1 can of chickpeas drained, and I've marinated this in 1 heaped tablespoon of chaat masala, and I've got 2 stems of curry leaf. We're going to cook that together. I've got cooking oil, and I've also got 50 grams of ghee, 1 large onion sliced, some jeera, 1 large chili, ginger and garlic, a teaspoon, half a cup of tomato paste, 3 medium tomatoes roughly chopped, I've got salt, but we're only going to use salt if needed because the chaat masala has a lot of salt in it. Some chili flakes, turmeric, and 250 ml of fresh cream. So now we're ready to start cooking. So to a large non-stick skillet, my flame on high, I'm just going to be adding about 50 ml of cooking oil, not too much of oil because we are using 50 grams of ghee, and this is going to melt very fast because our cream is also going to make the dish creamy, rich, and also release its natural fats, and we don't want this to be oily. So now we're going to add the chickpeas, and we're going to give the chickpeas a fry. Just going to lightly toast these. Just going to continue cooking. So our chickpeas has been frying for about 7 minutes and it has absorbed all the chaat masala flavor. You could use another spice, you don't have to use chaat masala, but I like the flavors of chaat masala, and also it doesn't burn, and that's why I also used ghee because it's got a high heat content. So now we're going to switch our stove off. Just going to drain the oil and ghee. Removing all the chickpeas. This recipe, a friend of mine from India, she shared her recipe with me, so I'm grateful. Still lots of masala in the pan. So now I'm switching my stove back on, setting my chickpeas aside. I'm not adding any more oil or ghee. Just adding our onions, and I used a non-stick pan because I didn't want the chickpeas to stick. So that's important. Just gonna mix. We won't be using coriander today. Unfortunately, my garden did not bless me with coriander. Been too hot in Durban. We've had days of heat waves. Guys, please remember to subscribe and share, and please comment and hit the bell. Tell me what you'd like me to cook. Please share your comments with me. So the onions is frying nicely. You can grate the onions if you want. Okay, so now we're going to add our ginger and garlic. This is freshly ground ginger and garlic. Give that a mix. Going to add tomato paste. And the tomato. Adding some turmeric and chili flakes. So I'm going to give this a mix. And I'm going to let this to cook for a few minutes and we'll check in. So our tomatoes are broken down and cooked nicely. We're now ready to add our chickpeas. Just going to mix this. And now we're ready to add the cream. Just going to give this a good mix and allow this to simmer on low for 5 minutes. So our chickpea creamy curry is now cooked and I'm switching the heat off. This is now ready to serve and we're going to plate. So this is what the creamy chickpea curry looks like, and there's our Jeera rice now plated and looking good. So as I said, we don't have coriander, so I'm just garnishing with some fresh thyme. I have lots of thyme in the garden, lots of rosemary, but no coriander. So guys, I hope you're going to give this a try. Please remember to subscribe, hit the bell and share your comments as well. I'd really like to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Thank you for cooking with me today. Until our next video, take care. Bye.